a video on how to perform operations on radicals. And this is the approaching proficient level for this test. For this particular problem, we're going to take the square root of 6 and multiply it by the square root of -8. When you have a negative under the radical, you should always remove that first. So I'm going to take the square root of 6 and multiply it by I square root of 8. That negative, the square root of -8 is the same as the square root of 8 times the square root of -1. And so that's the square root of -1 is defined by as being the imaginary unit I. So I'm taking that out first. And now I'm going to take the square root of 6 times the square root of 8, and that would be I then times the square root of 6 times 8, which would be 48. And so now I'm going to simplify the square root of 48 if I can, and I think I can. So 48 is divisible by 2. I'm just going to the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc., etc., etc. And I'm going to check first always the smallest prime number, 2. Since 48's even, 2 goes in there 24 times. And then 2 into 24, 12. And then 2 into 12, 6. And then 2 into 6, 3. Now 3 is not divisible by 2, but it's also prime. And so I'm going to say, well, 3 goes into itself one time. And when you get to 1, you're done. So the prime factors of 40, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 2's and 1 3. So this is I times the square root of 48 can be rewritten as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And since in a square root, say the square root of 9, if there's no number here, that index, the invisible index is a 2. It's a square root. And so we're looking for pairs. There are 2 2's. That's going to come out as a 2. There's another 2 2's. That's going to come out as a 2. There's not 2 3's, so that's going to stay inside. So you bring out the 1 2 times the other 2. That's 2 times 2, 4. The I that's already there, 4I. And then the square root of 3. So this 3 stays under the radical. Each of these 2 2's, that's 2 times 2 is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. Square root of that 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. The I came from that square root of -1, and so that's that same I throughout this process. So your answer is 4I square root of 3. There you go.